Once this data is dropped into place, it's going to be going there, absolutely. So now if we concatenate this together, we can do equal and just concatenate these with the and symbol, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and boom, there's our statement. Now there's a couple little issues. For one, we need spaces before the ands, so you can just go ahead and stick them in. And once these numbers go in, we should be good. So let's test it by putting the numbers in here. So 2001, and month equals 2, and county equals Worcester. Looking good. However, remember there need to be single quotes around this guy. So a way to do that, maybe able to get away with putting a single quote right there. Get one in there, and then we're going to need to also add in a single quote right there, but we won't actually do it. So you have to do equals, quote, single quote, quote, to get a single quote there, and then we need to add that to our concatenation. So here we go like that, and then finally and add that one in as well, and then boom, we have our functioning format correct. So if you recall now, on the fly, these three menus should be populating these three cells, which will then in turn populate this cell. So let's see if we can make it work. So let's make sure these are all nicely distributed and nicely aligned. Let's get a view of our whole dashboard. Let's fit our dashboard canvas to the components, and then make it a little bigger because it always loses the labels. And let's give it a try. So if we preview this guy, let's save our dashboard. We know in Excel these things can be temperamental, and so we always want to save our dashboard very periodically. And in this case, we'll just put it on our desktop and call this Connect SQL XML Data. Alright, let's preview this. Oh, we got an error because it's not connecting right to our database. Why is that? We'll have to look at that. Well, we're not there yet. We just really want to see if our menus work. And so sure enough, here you can pick a menu. You can pick a year. And you can pick a county. And we got to see what it's doing to our query. So let's add in, the way I like to troubleshoot all these things is to add in a little spreadsheet table and take a look at what's really going on down here in our table. Excel, as you know, is kind of a bit of a closed box once it's compiled and running, so it's helpful. And I did wrong there. What I like to do is drag it down and then use this Fit to Components button again, and it just pulls it right down there so we can see it. Now if we preview this, we can take a look at what's actually happening on the fly. So here we have our selected requests, and it's building this query. Use sales, select everything from sales tax receipts, where, there's no space right there, year equals 2011, and month equals 1, and county equals Worcester. If we change this, it doesn't like it, probably because of that where spacing issue, but it changes there, and it changes there. That's good, so that's working. Let's make sure all three of our menus are changing. Correct, it's changing. And notice when it changes, it's triggering. That's why I'm getting this error each time, because it's triggering the request. So let's end that, and let's come over here and check out why, where, year. So we need to put where space year, and that looks better. Save and preview. And now if we go to, sure enough, it's making the request to SQL Server. It's issuing this query right here, and every time it changes, when I switch the month, Uh-oh. 2011. Oh, we don't have August data in here yet, I guess. So we can say, what about month 7? Sure enough. Or take a look at prior year data and see how it corresponds. So now we can tidy it up a little bit.